Hey guys, this is your second and possibly third stimulus check update and stimulus package update for Wednesday, September 16th. Nancy Pelosi is not allowing the House of Representatives to vote on the bipartisan Problem Solver Caucus stimulus proposal that came out yesterday that would give families a second and possibly a third stimulus check. Mark Meadows, chief of staff in the White House, has said that he is most optimistic about a stimulus deal coming to fruition right now. Donald Trump has said that he wants Republicans to up their dollar amount for the next stimulus package and get something passed that has more money in the stimulus deal. To all you new subscribers, thank you guys so much for supporting this channel. To all the old subscribers, thank you so much for sticking around and consistently supporting the channel. And to anybody not subscribed, which is probably about 70% of you watching this, please subscribe down below, help support the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Nancy Pelosi has defended her $2.2 trillion package, saying that the Democrats have already come down significantly from $3.4 trillion from the HEROES Act, and that they are not willing to come down any more to $1.5 trillion, which is the proposed package from this bipartisan group. Now, I'm not trying to take sides or anything, although Nancy Pelosi has been a lot more vocal and a lot more out there about her opinion on proposed bills and these stimulus matters than any Republicans really have. So that's why I share so much about her. Now, today in her interview, she has well touched on the fact that the White House only wants a stimulus package to pass so that $1,200 checks can go out to Americans with Donald Trump's name on them. She says that this doesn't actually address the American needs, and I actually agree with her. A simple stimulus check would not address the Americans' needs. That's the least of the concern. The biggest concern would be unemployment, food assistance, rental assistance, and then stimulus checks following that. The problem with this is the Republicans proposed a skinny bill in the Senate that was voted on just last week, and in this bill, they excluded stimulus checks. They only had funding for unemployment, for food assistance, and such things. Why couldn't that bill pass if we're so worried about just the stimulus checks going out, is my question for Nancy Pelosi. I agree with her. I agree that much, much more is needed than just stimulus checks. But why couldn't something pass last week that excluded stimulus checks? The Republicans aren't just out there to get a stimulus check with Donald Trump's name, nor are the Democrats just out there to wipe away the debt from the states. You gotta find the middle ground from what the news is telling you. Nancy Pelosi said today,
we can put a bill on the floor, but we want to put a bill on the floor that will become law.
She said this because she believes that the $1.5 trillion package has no possibility of becoming a law, which is silly because it's a bipartisan bill. So if she were to agree on it, the rest of the House would vote yes and it would be passed. And the Republicans most likely are going to pass it. It has everything that they've ever wanted in it. It's just $300 million larger than what they had proposed, which isn't that much. In a tweet, President Donald Trump said to GOP leaders, "Go for the much higher numbers, Republicans. It all comes back to the USA anyway, one way or another." This is exactly true. All this money is going to come back into the United States economy. Stimulus checks, they're eventually spent or invested. Unemployment is spent on bills and paying for groceries. The state assistance goes to the governments, and the governments spend that in their states. It ends up getting spent anyway. This is great news because Steve Mnuchin is the Treasury Secretary from the White House, and he's the one negotiating with the Democrats currently on the next stimulus bill. Mitch McConnell has said that he is going to support whatever President Trump and the White House choose to support. So, going forward, what this means is President Trump has said, go for the higher numbers, get a larger stimulus deal done. That's going to mean that Steve Mnuchin is going to go negotiating with Nancy Pelosi and hopefully offer a stimulus deal that's higher than where the Republicans have gone yet, which the highest they've gone is $1.2 trillion. Hopefully they'll get above $1.5 trillion, closer to $2 trillion, and we can have a package that's around $1.8 to $2 trillion. Mark Meadows is the chief of staff at the White House. He as well has been involved in stimulus negotiations, and he said today, quote, "Probably more optimistic about the potential for a deal in the last 72 hours than I have ever been in the last 72 days." This is a big deal. He is an important person when it comes to these negotiations, and for him to say that is a big deal. You guys, I think we are getting closer to another stimulus deal being struck. That means I believe we're getting closer to more stimulus checks, to unemployment help, to food aid, to rent aid. So hang tight, don't lose hope, don't lose your faith in what our government is, even though it feels like you may have been let down. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'm so grateful for all of your love you guys have shown this channel. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful, fantastic day. Take care, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.